Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, so you can join our tech family. If it is informative to you, please like our video, share it with your friends so they can get help with these video, and don't forget to press all notification bell icon so you get regular update and don't miss any single video.
Okay, let's talk about chalking now. Some people call it war chalking. Other people might call it hopscotch. No, not really. So there are different ways that we can identify networks, at least Wi-Fi networks. We can do this by doing something called war walking, where we have a mobile device with us and we just simply walk around a building and it picks up access points and records information for us. We also have something called war flying. This is a relatively new concept, and I think with drones it's going to get even more popular, but back in my day, they used model rockets, you know, the ones that as a kid you'd shoot them, they go way up in the air. There's some kids who attached a Wi-Fi access point to one of them and shot it up, and they picked up like a 15-mile range of Wi-Fi access points that it picked up as it went up and came back down. We also have something that's referred to as war driving, and you're in for a treat. In one of my other clips, I'm going to take you actually on a war driving outing so you guys can see how it can be done. And then we have something that's called war crawling. This is where we put access points on babies and just let them loose. No, I'm teasing. There's no such thing as war crawling. I just had 4 squares and needed to fill up the 4th one. So after we've identified those networks, we want to make sure that we can share this information. And that's actually where war chalking came into play. Again, this may be a little bit of a deprecated technology or concept because of where we've done in the digital age. Most of the stuff now is online. But it got its start basically back in 2002 by a gentleman by the name of Matt Jones, who posted and promoted the idea on his blog of being able to leave behind marks that would help identify networks to other people looking for Wi-Fi networks. And it was inspired based off of the Great Depression and the hobos, or I should say the hobo community. Hobos themselves, when they traveled, they communicated by leaving behind different marks that represented different things, so other hobos would know, for example, that it was okay to sleep someplace, or that there was a doctor that would help them, or that there was a policeman nearby who kept an eye out. And they would chalk these using either chalk or coal, and the hobos would write this code with chalk or coal to the Brotherhood. And you may be thinking, Dale, that's a long time ago. Well, guess what? It's still being utilized today. But with Wi-Fi networks and identify them, we use a little bit different symbols. Let's first start off by showing you what an open and closed node symbol would look like. I bet you can't figure out which one's which. Open meaning it's typically free. Closed meaning that it's locked down somehow. And if it's locked down, we need to identify the encryption that's used. So either it's a web encryption or it's a paid service. With the node identification at the bottom, we typically list the speeds. And above the representation of the node, we would normally see the SSID. And if by chance they were doing any type of filtering, we would also use this symbol to identify that, in this case here, it's a MAC filtered node. Now what's funny is that whenever I teach this concept, usually I hear people go, wow, Dale, I've never seen any of these symbols around. Well, the problem is you haven't been looking for them. Let me show you. So what do you got here? You've got an open node that's anywhere from 1 to 5 megabit, and its SSID being cadence. Here we actually captured somebody showing a open Wi-Fi access point. Now this one here, we have an open node that's called Linksys that's running at 5 megabit. And then we have another node that's closed using WEP. It's also 5 megabit, and it looks like the SSID is a number. Here's an easy one. This is an open node running 2 megabit. It's actually running 802.11b, and the SSID is Tsunami, which, anybody know that one? Yeah, it's the default SSID for a Cisco access point. Now, maybe next time when you're walking down the street and you see some kids with laptops playing with chalk, you might want to be careful or pay attention to what they're drawing. I think these are actually Troy Hunt's kids. Now, there's one symbol out there that you have to be very, very careful about. And I'm going to draw this one out so you can take a look at it and see if you can guess what it is. Now, this one has some strange characters or lines drawn to it. There are some open and closed nodes associated to it. We often refer to this one as a very secure... Wait a second. But this symbol means, hey, guess who's nearby? I'll let you finish that one.
We hope you enjoyed the video and found value in the content. We value your feedback. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments section or contact us directly via our social platforms. Thanks for watching.